Welcome to a special episode of Taco Tuesday. Today, you guys, if you can't already tell based on my awesome background, if you're listening to this, I will go through it in detail so you know exactly what's going on. Today on Taco Tuesday, we will be talking about 2023 Six Figure Medicare Agent Summit happening in Utah, June 9th and 10th, if that's correct, right, Christian? 9th and 10th.
Yes, that's correct.
That's Thursday and Friday.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday. Dang, almost a perfect intro there, you guys. Friday and Saturday, June 9th and 10th in Salt Lake City. It's happening again. If you were at last year's event, you already know how powerful this opportunity is as an agent, as an agency owner, as a vendor, as an FMO. It doesn't matter what part of the insurance industry you're working in. This is a fantastic event with people who are really genuinely there to connect. There's so many events that happen every year. Christian and I get to go to a lot of them, but there's no doubt in my mind, based on the events that I have been to, that this is one of the best, and honestly, the one that I would recommend most to any Medicare agent to attend if you're trying to grow your business, if you're trying to grow your network, if you're trying to learn new strategies and new tips and tricks. All of that you can find at the summit. Christian, what else will be at the summit? Let's get into it.
Well, that was a hell of an intro, and I appreciate your kind words. The summit is so good because we have people like Glenn that will be speaking, right? It's the content, right? The content is what you guys are coming for. And the content we have is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go through some of our speakers real quick. And then I want to talk a little bit about activities, about kind of like activities that are happening around the event that you guys should be aware of. So, speaker list, right? Tell me you've never heard a better speaker lineup. So, of course, we have Glenn, we have myself, we have the one and only Bobby Beisch, Medicare Bob.
Bobby Beisch.
We have the one and only Galen Hendricks, Queen of the Bundle. We have
Medicare
Becky Reel. Becky Reel, by the way, I just finished up wrapping up a recording with her this morning. Becky Reel has been in the industry for 3 years. She will literally be licensed 3 years. I think it's been like a week or two of longer than 3 years, something like that. She is about 20 clients away from breaking 1,000.
Wow. That's incredible.
She is one of the best individual producers I have ever gotten the pleasure to work with. She's going to be on stage. She's a voice that people need to hear. The one and only Eric Fierro.
Woo!
Senior Sales University. The king of automation, you guys. Tracy Lonesberry, Nudie Giants. Nothing more needs to be said about Tracy Lonesberry.
He's a giant.
Because he's a giant.
Huge. He's in he's in Michigan. I just saw him comment this the icy mitten. Is that Yeah. Icy mitten, you guys. The Nudie giant himself.
Lester Kahn of Agent Pipeline. Shout out to Agent Pipeline for their support. And they're sending a couple speakers out. And the speakers they're sending are phenomenal. If you were at the event last year, after the event, a lot of the speakers got together for a dinner in the hotel restaurant. The service was bad, by the way. But anyway, but while we're sitting there, I remember this. Tony Merwin was the MC, which we'll get to him in a second. He says he thought the best speaker in terms of speech and just the delivery of the whole weekend was Lester Kahn. Lester is he's a president of Medicare sales at Agent Pipeline. Super experienced, very knowledgeable about the industry. Incredible trainer and speaker. Lester Kahn's great. Malia Rogers. Malia Rogers is a superstar, you guys, in the Medicare world, in the ACA world. Malia is a networking and grassroots queen. She doesn't buy leads, guys. She's built everything she's done without buying.
Super impressive.
Joanna Wyckoff, admin of Medicare Mentors, Top Flight Insurance Solutions. Everybody knows Joanna Wyckoff.
Social Security expert. It's like she built the program herself, you guys. It's wild.
Jolene Allen from Colorado. If anybody doesn't know Jolene Allen, I've had the opportunity to spend a couple dinners with her over the past couple years. She's got to be one of the most successful people in our industry that kind of keeps to herself. She's kind of quiet on social media and things like that. But she's a person that owns a ton of real estate investments. She has about 10,000 clients in her agency. And her husband owns a gun store, an online gun store. So they have multiple businesses. She is an expert at structuring LLCs and kind of this web of kind of protecting yourself and your business. She's incredibly smart. She has a master's degree in economics. Super excited to have her. David Manaya, who is the vice president of sales at Senior Healthcare Direct, AmeriLife company, which is essentially Bobby Baish's company that AmeriLife has acquired. So David is Baishi's second in command.
Baishi's boy.
But
you're coming to the summit for anything. Come see Baishi's boy in person.
David's a wealth of knowledge. I've got to talk to him a couple times at some events, and David's awesome. Josh Youngs, Medicare machine.
Super stoked to see Josh. Meet him in person, also to hear him talk. Super excited. Top
producer.
Yeah.
Growing star. Just absolutely is just taken the spotlight by storm the last couple of years. Kim Patterson, head of compliance and director of operations with Agent Pipeline.
Compliance police, they're coming.
Kim is one of the most well-respected compliance officers in the country.
100%.
She's helped design a ton of compliance standards for the industry today. So I'm really excited to have her. We're going to be doing a Q&A with me and her. Greg Gerbickian, Medicare Rockstars.
Is that going to be like a live arrest? Like she's going to arrest you live in front of everybody?
I certainly hope not. But that would be for a good show.
Q&A, she pulls cuffs out. She's just like, okay.
But that would make for a great show, you guys. I mean, if that does happen, you would want to say you were there.
Yeah, you'd want to say, if that does, that probably won't, but if it does, you'd want to be at the summit.
Well, now we need to make that happen. But
yeah,
someone has to come up and arrest me and like get me on the ground.
I will bring handcuffs just in case, guys. Don't worry. I will make sure this happens. Okay, continue.
Greg Gerbickian.
Yes.
Greg is the co-founder and CEO of Healthcare Solutions Direct. Humongous successful agency.
Greg is
founder
awesome.
of Medicare Rockstars. Written several really great sales books. Greg is great. Sandra Gephardt, you guys, queen bee of organic social media. Sandra is really, really great. Sandra, lit the house on fire last year. Medicare Misty Bolt, you guys. Misty is a grassroots expert, a marketing expert, a trainer, industry expert. So Misty's great. And of course, Tony Merwin, the one and only Tony Merwin, will be our MC for the weekend. So
legendary. The connector.
Tell me that's not a lineup of lineups, you guys.
That's just the speakers too.
Yes.
Obviously there's going to be a slew of attendees who will have their own super impressive bio, you guys. That, again, that was something that shocked me last year. I know I've talked about this before, but when you're in the room, whether that's you're having lunch or you're having a conversation in the hall, or maybe you're sitting next to someone when presenters are speaking, or maybe it's at the bar afterwards or at dinner at the end of the night, when you get to have these one-on-one conversations with people that you would never be able to have elsewhere, and some of these individuals having just so much superior knowledge and net worth, it was wild to be able to do that and to sit
Yeah.
down. And that was honestly, that was my favorite part of the summit last year. It was that kind of one-on-one. Obviously, the speakers were awesome. I thought some of the other vendors were awesome. Like the whole event was great. But personally, one of my favorite parts was just that individual one-on-one time that I got to spend with people kind of throughout the whole event as it was going on. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think like that's my favorite part of any great event, you know, is just you're like, oh, that's Galen Hendricks. That's Ryan Kimball. That's Joanna Wyckoff. That's Joe Trottola. You know, just people that have made great impacts in the industry. That's Medicare Bob. Like, you know, just there's nothing quite like it. It gets people in a room together and you get FaceTime with these people. And that's as valuable as anything. Some activities going on. So we will be having VIP parties each night. On Thursday, the 8th is Arrival Day. So on Arrival Day, we're going to have a welcome party that night for everybody. If you're there for the event, you are welcome at the welcome party. And at 1 o'clock on Thursday, the 8th, we will be doing a private Q&A about my organization and how we operate at my office for all gold ticket holders. So if you purchase the higher end ticket, you are welcome to come to that. And then in addition to that, we are planning to have either a cross-selling or a final expense panel at the hotel at 4:30 on Thursday. Nick Frumpkin is one person that's going to be in. We're working on some other people. So it won't be just Nick. But then, of course, Friday and Saturday, the 9th and the 10th, we will be having VIP parties for gold ticket holders. The speakers will all be there. The gold sponsors will all be there. And it's just going to be, a hell of an event. We're spending like 10 grand on each party, guys. So you guys, the parties will be absolutely sick. And of course, you know, the parties are sponsored by Lead Heroes and the other parties being sponsored by Agency Block. So shout out to both of those organizations.
Also, since it is Taco Tuesday, it's only fitting as we're talking about this VIP party, which remind me, which night is the Lead Heroes, Hire Heroes VIP party?
I believe it's the 9th, the Friday.
Friday. Perfect. Friday night.
I think so.
It's Friday night. So, being that it's Taco Tuesday, we're going to have this whole thing taco themed, you guys. We're going to have Mexican drinks.
Margaritas.
We're going to have Mexican food. We're talking about doing a live Taco Tuesday episode at the VIP party. It's going to be so freaking badass. If you're not there, you're going to be disappointed. Yes, we're going to let everybody see this live stream when we do the episode, but being in the room will be so much fun. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am for that event, you guys.
It's going to be epic, you guys. And I mean, it's going to be, most people are going to be arriving on Thursday, right? So it's really like 3 days that you'll be there. And most people are flying out Sunday, I believe. Some people might be flying out Saturday night or something like that. But there is, to me, no better way you can spend 3 days the rest of the year than coming out for the event. We'd love to have you guys. We've cut prices on tickets because we want as many people there as possible. So a gold ticket, our higher end ticket, you get to sit up close in the first couple of rows. You get invited to the VIP parties. You get invited to the Q&A in my office with me, an hour with me. You can ask me anything. You can ask me embarrassing stuff. I don't care. Ask me whatever. I'll answer.
What underwear are you wearing?
I'll show them. I won't even tell them. I'll show them.
Oh no, don't come. You're
like, what do you and Glenn really do when you comes out for this stuff? It'd be like, I gotta tell you.
No. Lawyer client privilege. I forbid you.
NDA.
No. Yeah, NDA.
But yeah, guys, and the gold ticket holders, of course, they're invited to the VIP parties as well. So it's a lot of value there. They're $600 right now. We only have about 10 of those left. General admission tickets are $200. So $200 gets you in the room, you guys. So get your ticket. And we got some donkulous swag. It's all here in the office, by the way. I have access to all of it. I'm playing with it right now. When you guys are all like wondering what the swag is, I'm like messing with it. I'm like, yeah, you know,
that is not fair.
So make sure you guys come out for the event.
That's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited. You know, what's funny is I had kind of this random memory. Again, you guys, the dinners, so much fun networking, seeing people that you might have met virtually on, social media. Maybe it's through one of these Facebook groups. But we're having one of these dinners. Do you remember what was going on when we were at one of these dinners? It was actually I believe it was the NBA finals, right?
Of course, I will never forget that dinner the rest of my life.
Do you remember we bet $300 on the Celtics and Golden State game? Do you remember this? I remember this today, dude.
If I remember right, I think I won, and you gave it to me in leads.
Yes.
And I emailed into the support desk. I'm like, hey.
It was like we're at dinner, you guys, and again, this is the sort of like little things that will happen that you just treasure these moments and memories for life. But we're at dinner, we're waiting for our food, we're all starving, the game's on, and it's tied in the third quarter, and I was like, Christian, Celtics are definitely taking this thing home, and you were like, nope, Golden State all the way. And so I said, okay, 300 bones. And sure enough, I lost that right there. Oh man, that's so much fun, dude.
So that dinner, you guys, and you can get caught up in a dinner like that, like between a party or between an activity or something like that. And that dinner that night, it's Glenn, myself, Tracy Lonesbury, Galen Hendricks, Daniel Kunkel Roberts, Ryan Kimball, Lester Kahn, Tony Merwin. The list just goes on and on. There's like 25 people that it's like, Rebecca Davis. Like, what kind of group is this together? All these people in one place. You'd never picture it.
Yeah.
And those are the moments that like you're gonna have FOMO for. Like,
yeah, for sure.
A lot of people had FOMO last year for not coming to the event. We had a great turnout, but there are a lot of people that didn't come. They just decided, I'm going to choose this event or not. There isn't a better event in the whole year you can go to. I'm biased, but I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, here's the other thing that I would say too. I've been to some really big events where there's 1,000+ people, and it's tough because it's almost too big in the sense that you're never going to connect with everybody there.
Yeah,
especially if it's a shorter event, 1-2 days, right? Which most events are. They're only 1 or 2 days. So I love kind of the quote unquote intimacy of this size of event where there's going to be 200-300 people there, and you can really get a chance to talk to the speakers. You can get a chance to talk to, like I said, some of these individuals that you'd never get a chance to talk to in any other realm of possibilities. So yeah, I couldn't be more excited. You guys, again, make sure to check out the hotel reservations for this event, because I believe they are going crazy fast. Are there even any remaining as of right now, Christian?
Last I looked, there was 4 rooms left.
Oof.
So if you want a room, get the room. We do have a backup room block at the hotel across the way. What we're probably going to be doing is in the next 30 days, any rooms that aren't blocked for that backup block, we're going to cancel them and pull the plug. So we're not on the hook if there's any left. But the room block at the Sheraton will fill. It will be completely full. There's only a few rooms left.
Space is limited, you guys. Take advantage of it. Last year, the hotel block sold out, and there were so many people who waited till the last second. They were trying to figure out, where am I going to stay? You don't want to stay super far away, because then you're spending all this time going back and forth. You definitely want to stay close to where everything's going on. So make sure to check that out. We'll have the link below this video where they can hit check out the hotel and also get their tickets if they haven't already.
Yes. The link will be down in the description, you guys. You can grab your tickets, the hotel links. Everything is on that website. Everything's on that page. So go check that out real quick. As my final thoughts, I want to shout out our sponsors for the event.
Oh, please
real quickly, right? So I mentioned Agent Pipeline, huge contributor. Very grateful for Agent Pipeline. Humana, Molina, Aetna, Centerwell Senior Primary Care Pharmacy, Agency Block, Annuity Giants, Medicare Misty, Done For You CRM with Eric Fierro, Senior Security Benefits, Insurance Peace of Mind, Sandra Gephardt, Medicare Con, and of course, Lead Heroes. So shout out to our sponsors. We have a couple more that are in the process of booking. Oh, and Reminder Media. Sorry, Reminder Media.
Oof, almost forgot someone. Brutal.
Yeah.
Reminder Media. I'm so sorry.
We have a few that are wrapping up as well. We'll be cutting off sponsorships in about 2 weeks. So if you want to sponsor, reach out while you can.
Now's the time. Final thoughts, you guys. If you haven't looked into this event, you need to right away. Again, the spots are limited. There's only so much room at the hotel. If you wait till the last second, it's going to be very difficult to make all these sort of travel arrangements work. This is the event that you want to go to if you're in the Medicare space or planning on getting in the Medicare space, or you've been in the Medicare space for a long time. This is the event. Check it out. I'll be there. Christian will be there. We're going to have a hell of a time. Don't miss out.
Thanks, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, 5-star reviews, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.